Let's dive into the latest developments in the royal family, because things are getting increasingly complicated. While King Charles III and Queen Camilla have just touched down in Canada to begin their royal tour, Prince Harry is on the opposite side of the world, currently in China, making headlines with his advocacy for environmental responsibility at a major travel industry conference. However, the more intriguing part of this story doesn't lie in their geographical distance, but in the emotional and relational chasm between father and son. Just a few weeks ago, both King Charles and Prince Harry were in London at the same time. Yet, they made no effort to meet, communicate, or even acknowledge each other. It wasn't a case of conflicting schedules, it was a deliberate avoidance. One key reason for this divide is King Charles's ongoing cancer treatment, which understandably limits his public engagements and interactions. But there's also a more complicated layer. Prince Harry is currently involved in legal proceedings against certain UK government officials. This has created a situation where even a private conversation between father and son could have unintended legal consequences. According to royal legal experts, if Harry were to disclose any details of a conversation with the king, whether in court, interviews, or elsewhere, it could compromise the legal process. As the reigning monarch, King Charles must uphold a strict standard of neutrality, especially when it comes to legal matters. Any perceived influence or involvement in the case could have significant ramifications. As a result, their time in London passed without even a brief personal exchange. They remained distant, like strangers in the same city, separated not just by logistics, but by caution, legal concerns, and emotional barriers. No private dinners, no reconciliatory chats, just silence. The lack of connection highlights a profound estrangement between father and son that goes far beyond current events. Meanwhile, Prince Harry is continuing to establish his identity outside of the royal institution. At a sustainability-focused event in China organized by Travelist, a coalition he helped found, Harry delivered a keynote speech urging the global travel industry to take serious action on climate change. He emphasized the enormous financial cost of inaction, $143 billion annually, and encouraged the industry to make responsible, ethical choices that protect both people and the planet. His presence and message signal a clear direction. Harry is pursuing a mission-driven path focused on global issues rather than royal duties. This situation draws attention to the increasingly stark differences between Harry and King Charles, not only in terms of where they are physically, but also in their life choices and priorities. While Charles remains entrenched in royal responsibilities, dealing with personal health struggles and the pressures of monarchy, Harry has moved into a role where advocacy and independence take precedence. These diverging paths seem to make reconciliation even more challenging. The fact that they were in such close proximity and still chose not to meet is telling. It suggests not only tension but perhaps a deeper unwillingness or inability to bridge the gap that now defines their relationship. It's a moment that symbolizes the broader fracture within the royal family, one that no official statement or public appearance can easily mend. As legal proceedings continue and public interest remains high, the possibility of a heartfelt reunion between Harry and Charles seems more remote. Both are caught in their respective worlds, facing very different kinds of pressure. While Harry champions causes close to his heart on a global stage, King Charles manages both his role as monarch and the inner workings of a family under constant scrutiny. So, where does that leave them? Can father and son eventually find their way back to each other, or is this estrangement the new reality for the House of Windsor? Only time will tell, but for now, the division is as stark as ever: public, painful, and poignantly unresolved.